Looks like 2 wheels too many again. Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Today we have a Suzuki LTR450 quad. I believe this is a 2006. It's fuel injected. Anyway, got it from some family friends. This is the 3rd vehicle I've got from them that they want me to get going and help them move on to greener pastures. So they've been sitting. So this quad's been sitting for a good long time. Even though it's fuel injected, we are having trouble starting, and I am anticipating we have fuel system issues. I threw my little lithium battery in there, perfect fit. The quad turns over, but it doesn't start. So we're gonna get it offloaded here and take a look at the fuel system and then just do some general cleanup on this. We're trying to prep it, get it ready for sale. So let me get it offloaded and we'll take a look. Okay, when you turn the key on, we can hear the fuel pump. Let's see if we can hear it together. You hear it down there somewhere. And then I'm gonna put you over here in the stand. Now we crank it over and we have nothing happening. I got my world famous carb cleaner here. I'm going to spray a little bit into the air box. I popped off a little breather hose here that goes right into the air snorkel. Let's try to get this in there. And if everything is working, the bike should fire up for a second. In there. Need a longer hose, that's what she said. Okay. Let's try it. Alright, so we got a little bit of life to the old beast, so we need to figure out why we're not getting fuel where it needs to go. So I'm going to figure out how to get some of this plastic off in this tank and find out where the fuel pump is on here. Because I have no idea. And I don't have a manual. Took off all this front plastic and then just started following fuel lines down. Fuel pump is right here. I've disconnected the output side of it. In the meantime, I've spilled gas everywhere and it stinks. And there's the output side. I got the key in my left hand, camera in my right. I'm gonna cycle the key on real quick. There you go. Fuel pump is pumping fuel. So, what I need to do now is follow up into this mess of stuff and find out where the fuel injector is and remove that and see if we can't get it cleaned. Okay, I removed another one of these connections right off of here, and I removed this cannon plug. I guess that's not what they're called, that's a military term. This is the fuel injector right here, so it looks like probably held on with these 2 Phillips head screws, so I'm going to remove those and try to pull that out of there. And we'll see if we can't clean it. There's our fuel injector. Just this little part here. This is like a bracket. I'm just trying to see if I can get this off of here, but if I can't, that's okay as well. I've only done this once in the past on another vehicle I had that was having some fuel injection issues. And what I did is I took a syringe. I have this one here, hooked a hose up to it, filled it full of some carburetor cleaner or brake cleaner or whatever, and pushed it in through there. And then I made a little wiring harness that attached here so I could attach that to some battery voltage, because what that does is that opens up the injector. So I'm going to try to set that all up and see if that works, see if we can push some fluid through here to clean it. And then you can also push back through the other way. So I guess I'll see if I can find some wire connectors and make this thing work. The magical box of assorted wiring mess has paid off once again. Found one that plugs directly in. And let me see if you can hear this thing over all the other ambient noises going on. So that's it, cycling. Got, excuse me. I've got this all hooked up. I'm gonna spray some solvent in there, and I don't know. We'll see if I can get you all in frame here and do this, because I have to have one hand holding this and one hand holding this. But we'll see if we can make it happen. I'll be right back. I don't know how well this is going to work because none of this is really clamped on here too well, but let's give it a try. Oh yeah, we got something squirting out of the end there a little bit. And this thing just came off. We'll keep trying that. Got it set up in reverse fashion here, pushing through. And we lost our positive connection here. You know, I probably could have done a better job of this. Put some alligator clips on the end. Okay, you hear it clicking, and you see that coming out of the end there. So we got flow through our injector. Oh yeah, real good. I'm gonna try to get a better hookup on this side and push it through again, and then we'll reinstall this whole mess. One more try on this side here. Yeah, look at that. You see a spray pattern kind of? All right, so our injector's working. Maybe not perfect, but it is working. All right, I reinstalled the injector, hooked everything else back up. I also siphoned out the fuel. I put 2 gallons of fuel in here. It was dry when I got it, but I siphoned that out. I figured maybe there was some loose stuff, varnish in there. It's still kind of stinky. And added a half a gallon of fresh fuel. Get you in the stand here, and let's see what is going to happen. Fuel pump is cycling. Oh yeah. Well, it runs. I am going to push this thing outside. I'll put the cap on there and cover up this air box. I'm gonna hose this off a little bit, clean it up, and then we'll see what we can do with it. Well, I wanted to ride it over here to wash the quad off a little bit more, and got it from there to about where it's sitting right now. I pushed it over here and washed it, but it'll start and idle for a little bit, but it just won't accept any throttle, and it won't stay idling. So I don't know if there's still trash in the lines. I might have to pull that injector one more time and clean it another time, but I'll show you what's going on with it. That's about it. It'll start and run for a second. If I mess around with the throttle, I can keep it going a little bit. Something's not right yet, but we got it to start. Let me show you how the cleaning went here. So I cleaned off this side of the fender, and this side I didn't clean. So it's not perfect, but it looks a whole lot better. But I'm going to push it back in here. I think I'm going to pull that injector back out, clean it one more time, and reinstall it. You've already seen that, so I'll let you know how that works when we come back. All right, injector removed and cleaned again. Let's see how she reacts. Fuel pump's running. That thing is loud. Well, that's the best it's ran. So, shit, maybe I'll just put the seat on here and ride it around the yard a little bit and make sure that it runs for a little while. All right, initial report, it's pretty good. I just took it up and down the driveway. Seems to be working okay. now what I need to do is go through all the other little things on it. I'm going to flush the brakes front and back. That battery's not staying with it because that's my battery. This front tire is leaking, so it's not holding air. It looks like it's leaking on the bead. So I'm going to pop it off the bead and see if I can't just clean it up and reseat it. So I'm going to do all that, and then I've already started, like I said, cleaning the plastic a little bit. This side looks better, I mean, obviously, comparatively. And I cleaned this front piece. So I'm going to scrub the rest of the plastics, lube up this chain, and then see what we got. We'll take you for a little ride once I get it all cleaned up and looking pretty. I'll do a little before and after on the cleaning of the plastics. See all that nice black crap all stuck on here. Now these graphics, they're not going to clean up all that good. But the plastics I can probably get looking a little bit brighter. Here we are after some cleaning. Looks a little bit nicer. This is what I've been using. Works pretty decent. I'm going to put the plastics back on and we'll see what the bike looks like. It cleaned up better than I anticipated that it would. Probably look even better if I were to peel off all these baked on graphics and just have it white, but we'll leave them on. Should we take her for a spin? I wonder if I can take you along with me here. It's got a clutch, so maybe what I'll do is I'll just set the camera up down here and we'll see if I can do a wheelie up the driveway and maybe you can see me loop it out. Of course, I won't wear a helmet. Okay, so I'm going to be getting a seat cover and a battery, but other than that, this thing is going to be up for sale real soon. Just helped get it going, cleaned it up a little bit, did a little maintenance. Chain's still going to need a little bit more cleaning, but the chain is really probably, just to test it, it's going to need a new chain down the road, not too long. Everything is here, everything works, so that's the key. All right, if you're digging what I'm putting out, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider doing so. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure. Adios.